Hi, everybody. It is Wednesday, December 8th, and I just want to make just a short little video about what's currently happening. Everybody that does videos right now, we know that we're being censored, so I have to kind of be careful with my wording. But this is the second message I've got from my guide, so I'm going to just pass it on to see if it resonates with you guys or not. But I kind of touched on it a while ago too, but it has to do with getting those shots. And as we've all found out now, over the last few years, that there's kind of like a globalist agenda. They were trying to basically take sovereignty away from not only human beings but also countries around the world. Basically, it was going to make it so that it's ruled by one entity, which is the New World Order, that type of thing. So anyway, we picked up on that. So we fought against that as much as we could. But what we didn't see necessarily is, it's even though it's been out there for a long time, but they were trying to depopulate the Earth to a manageable size. So, as you know, this kind of woke up especially all the starseeds that came here with this mission to help not only get out of this problem, but also to go forward with with kind of almost a rebirth of Earth and our civilization. So kind of gets complicated, but I'm trying to simplify what's happening lately because obviously if we figured it out, we have a lot of off-world help that obviously saw this coming. So they knew what was going to happen, about to happen. So like I told you earlier on, is what they did was that exaggerated flu season that came out a couple years ago was actually meant to be, it was very, very deadly strain, which is man-made by them, to try to take out as many people as possible. So, but like they told me, they said that they were onto it. They said that they downgraded it because they were onto it, and they made it so there was just almost kind of like a common flu. So we didn't have to panic. But at the same time, they also knew that their backup plan for that is once people started getting this bad disease, they were going to say, here, I've got something in this needle that'll help you. It was to further make sure not only that they took out as many people as possible, but also was to introduce to the ones that survived kind of a ingredient, it's the best way I could put it, that could be more manipulated by them. So, excuse me. So that was kind of their plan. So, but obviously, if the people that are helping us out knew about that plan as well. So what they tried to do, this is, in a sense, this is a war, a big World War III, World War IV, whatever you want to say it. It's kind of a silent war going on. It was happening behind the scenes. So what they've been telling me is they tried to downgrade all that poison that's been out there as much as they could do it to help us, because they knew that was part of their plan too. But the main gist was stay away from that. Do not get a shot. So all of us that were awake and kind of onto this plan, we realized, man, just don't, whatever you do, don't get that shot. Just, our immune system is awesome. We just have to stop listening to big pharma and things like that. They always try to change it or steer it in their direction. But I'm just saying, just natural remedies and good health and things like that will keep us healthy. I mean, that's why we have this internal immune system. That's what it's for. So anyway, so they tried to stop that as much as possible. Again, same thing as that first wave. Um, but sure enough, there's a bunch of people that were watching TV, and they're easily manipulated. They were, in a sense, okay. I'll just say it. They're kind of brainwashed. We all were. Just some of us have come out of it. That's all. So they were brainwashed worse than us, and then they just went, well, and kind of, and it's normal. They're afraid because like, well, I don't want to die, because that's what they're saying. As soon as you catch this thing, you're going to die or something. So they did get that shot. Now, from what I understand, is they told me that most of the stuff out there was basically saline or whatever, so that it was more of a placebo to help people get over it. But you got to remember that it's a real strain of flu, so it is real, and it could probably even mutate to a certain extent too. But I'm just saying, our immune system, plus the help of more natural remedies, let me put it that way, we could easily overcome this, which I've had it myself. So, but the message they were giving me lately, and they've kind of said this to me twice now, because they just tell me things like, in sentences and things like that, but they also give me visions of things, sometimes symbols. And what they told me was, and they showed me, they said what was happening was, it's very similar to a bunch of children. I think I told you guys this before. Poking a stick into a wasp nest, and all the children that know that this is something bad's gonna happen, and they were telling those children to no, don't poke that wasp nest, because you're gonna get stung, and whatever, it's gonna be bad for you. So watch out. But they said they realized that they were gonna keep poking this wasp nest. That would keep getting these and keep getting these, and it was going to affect more than just them. Is kind of what they were showing me, as in, like, that's going to create an effect where it's going to start stinging all the innocent people too, the ones who were just even standing around saying don't do it. So what they did was that they just basically told me is, they gave me a symbol. They just made a paper mache wasp nest. So they were poking it, but there was no poison coming out of it, or no wasps coming out stinging people. So, as in, they took the bite out of it. They keep showing me that. They said that, as much as they could, they took the poison out of it. Now, there was a lot of batches out there, is the best way I can explain it, that did not get changed into saline. So there was some legitimate people getting these shots and then getting extremely sick. So again, they knew that this was going to happen. So basically, that same mechanism of scaring people into getting the original shot, which was bad, what they've done is the so-called booster shots, or whatever, those were actually kind of antidotes. So if they were scared enough to take the first shot, they also realized, well, then maybe we could use that against them, or actually for them, and make it so that they can take the antidote too. So that's kind of what they've been telling me. So ultimately, what they've been kind of telling me is, things are not going to turn out as bad as, obviously, especially the way that the dark globalists were planning, but also the way we're perceiving it too. We're expecting all these time bombs of people, kicking the bucket and things like that. But they said everything's been downplayed, so don't freak out so much, is what they're saying. I guess ultimately what they were saying to me is, things are under control. They know what's going on, and they're fixing it the best way they can. And all of this will come out yeah, the true history of what we just went through is going to come out, and people will realize they sure dodged a bullet, which we did too. So basically, I'm trying to give you sort of kind of a positive perspective on this, as in don't think this is going to turn out to be something really really bad, because they're onto it and they've been fixing it for us as best we can, and we have to stay steady and strong, and obviously, not keep falling for this and just keep fighting for our rights, because that's kind of what this whole operation was. It was trying to, well, take away our freedom, take away our sovereignty to our, not only our countries but also our bodies. But we're putting a stop to it. So yeah, just be positive, because this is going to work out really really good in the end here. Okay, that's it for today.